Now, after their bitter social media fallout, the Tesla boss, Elon Musk, has apologized for posts he made about US President Donald Trump. Writing on his platform X, Mr. Musk says, "I regret some of my posts about President Donald Trump last week. They went too far." The backdrop here is, of course, the bitter war of words that culminated in the tech billionaire suggesting without evidence that President Trump appears in unreleased files related to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The situation has inevitably cast major doubts over Mr. Musk's various business interests with the US government. Well, to look at this story, I'm now joined by our business presenter, Sally Bandock. And Sally, how surprising is this latest post from Elon Musk?
Well, I would say it's not that surprising. As you've just read out there, his post on X was, "I regret some of my posts about President Trump last week. They went too far." What kicked the spat off in the first place between these two men was his initial criticism of what President Trump calls "my big beautiful bill," which is his really critical policy move that's currently going through the Senate. It needs approval in the Senate so that he can go ahead with what many argue is President Trump's biggest change in tax and spend, which will have huge implications for the US economy. And Elon Musk was really critical of whether that was a good idea or not, accusing the president of putting the US economy in a perilous state because the level of debt would be far too high. And that's where it all started. But then we are all well aware, aren't we, of just how toxic that very public argument became between the two of them, mudslinging on Truth Social and X, and where it's sort of ended up. So now, with the days that have gone by and all the commentary and the analysis, Elon Musk is saying, "I regret some parts, not all of it, but some of it."
We're not sure which parts he regrets just yet, are we, Sally? But in terms of what was at stake for Elon Musk, we talked about, the massive government contracts his companies have in the US. And of course, Tesla's share price also took a hit after that spat. Just talk to us about what was at stake for him.
Yeah, and what's still at stake, let's not forget, this does not mean by any means that these two are going to start to be very good friends again by any means. But for Elon Musk, his companies, we've got Tesla, of course, the electric vehicles company, we've got SpaceX, we've got Starlink. They all do a huge amount of business with the US government. If I give you one example, SpaceX has been awarded almost $21 billion in US government contracts since 2008. That was according to analysis